Good evening and welcome to the Achievement House Cyber Charter School CEO report for June 2018. Okay, so a lot going on the legislative and budget front tonight. So let's get to it. So House Bill 97 that we keep talking about, nothing really going on there. There's whispers of them putting the cuts back in or trying to masquerade them as something, but honestly, they're all worried about getting home over the summer so that they can campaign for the upcoming election and all of the other noise going on around the 363 redirection. There just has not been a lot of movement on House Bill 97, so it's been fairly quiet. School code update. So I think I shared with you that the coalition, so that's not the organization that we started, but the Pennsylvania Coalition of Public Charter Schools, of which I am the treasurer, has literally drafted legislation to redefine how charter schools across the Commonwealth would get paid. We need a vehicle for passage of that legislation. We could consider House Bill 97. That baby's been around for a year and a half and hasn't been passed yet. We need something much more expedient. So our strategy is to get it inserted into the school code, which quote has to be passed by June 30th. I say quote because there have been years where they didn't pass the school code. But I think the legislation does understand the gravity of this situation and they are interested in trying to get a school code passed. So as long as people don't try and slip controversial stuff into the school code, we have reasonable expectations that the language that we have drafted would make it into the school code. No promises, but we're feeling better about it with each passing day in terms of talking to people and whether they support it. So that's our strategy, is to try and get this new law, the new piece of legislation on how charters are paid into the school code for passage by June 30th. So where are we with the payments? So if you recall, all charters were unilaterally, well, at least all cybers were unilaterally denied payments last month by the PDE for absurd reasons. This month, they said, look, if you use the rates posted on the PDE website, you will get paid. Now, the downside of it is those rates are 1 and sometimes 2 years old, so we're giving up some dollars. But the strategy that, again, I think all cyber schools took was some money is better than no money. Since we didn't get paid last month, it's becoming a cash flow issue. And we have an opportunity either through the new legislation or if there was a class action suit or perhaps even through reconciliation at year end to recapture those dollars that we might be giving up now. So we did that, as I think all of the cyber schools did. Lo and behold, last week the PDE started with their, when I say ridiculous, denials. For example, one school was denied because they didn't list the names of the schools, the school districts that they were asking for redirection from in the body of the email. They were just in the attachments. Really? However, Charter Choices did step in on 2 of the larger, more esoteric financial understanding pieces that were denied some larger schools, some big payments, and they did successfully educate the PDE on what was going on, and the PDE has reversed their position. So we're holding out some hope that maybe it's not going to be this carte blanche, that maybe they truly just didn't understand what was going on. In any event, we've not heard one way or the other. However, normally we would not have heard until the Thursday before payment is due. That Thursday is coming up 2 days after this board meeting. So we're hoping that no news is good news. They've not denied us, as they have a couple other schools, nor have they approved us. But again, we would not have gotten that approval till this upcoming Thursday. So we're hopeful that on Thursday we'll get the email confirming what our payment will be. Salary increase for next year for the staff across the board. So if you recall, we gave them 1% last year, and in the middle of the year, we added another 4%. So that's probably an annualized, I don't know, 4.25 or something like that. So I am going to suggest that we do 2%. And the reason for that is, even in these uncertain economic times, I want to give them some level of comfort that, hey, all is well. We're okay. You don't need to look around, because it's getting hard now to find regular teachers, not just special ed teachers, and to keep people from sort of abandoning ship because they're worried about the finances and whatnot. And I realize that it's more cash than we might have been comfortable with, but if we're going to go down because the PDE is going to stop paying us, what are we talking, 1 month of salary because I give them 2% instead of 1%? I'd rather run this as a going institution, and if the fait accompli is that they're trying to snuff us out, they're going to be successful, and so I'd rather pay our people more appropriately. So I'm going to ask for that you pass a 2% salary increase for next year. And I'm asking that now because I want to get the letters out as soon as possible. We normally shoot for July, but I'd like to do it 1 or 2 days after this board meeting, again, to give them some comfort level that, oh, all is well. And that concludes the Achievement House Cyber Charter School CEO report for June 2018.